All right, this is another another video. As you can see, things are not easy for me in my brain. In the last video, I was talking about how the sexual dreams were then make me think of children, and then try to create this programming of some sort to condition you to look at children in a sexual disturbing ways. But this is not the only way. And I was making the video, and they made me think of when I initially saw this adorable little girl with her father in the elevator, and I know she was like hiding behind his legs, and it was something very it was very adorable, but they gave me this disturbing feeling. Those are the feelings when I talked about many times. I was trying to look for the video specifically, but there's so many. I think you hear about black girls or black women, and where they try to say that is how you felt when you were a kid. Now, first of all, I'm not a kid. I'm a grown man, right? I'm a grown adult at least. And so for you to try to say this is how you felt when you were a child is just nonsensical. And these people use this different tone of voices, and I've made multiple videos. I'm sure if I go back, I'll listen to maybe black girl part one, part two. Now, these kids are not were not that was not a black little girl. It was a little Hispanic baby, little like 3-year old baby, and they made me feel this disturbing stimulation, and it was nasty. It was disgusting. Now, this morning, or like earlier morning, after making me have this sexual dream with this woman, they made me think of that kid, and then it was disgusting. But initially, they also did this pedophilia things and tried to make me think of it, and tried to make me think of how no, that's you when you were a child, and they put this stimulation where they say that they matched it to me when I was a child, and make me feel when I was a child feeling the same thing, but as a child, it's just disgusting. And I've made videos about this. Um, Trying to get you to accept these things. And the nonsensicalness of it all is just like you're a grown man being forced to say this, to think that this is how you should accept this, because what they're doing is just to matching what you're experiencing now to what you used to experience when you were a child. It's disgusting. But they do the pedophilia type of torture. I've gone through the whole testimonials of how they do these pedophilia things. Right? This is not something new. They do this pedophilia torments and force you to accept these things. And I was hearing this they use these people saying, that using their tone of voices, saying this, it's you, and like using this like confident for thinking that I'm gonna subscribe to this. Obviously, I know this is what they do. Now, what they're saying right now is like, we're gonna frame you. You understand? This is the same people who tell you they're gonna frame you. So people who have ability to be in your brain and manipulate you in these disturbing pedophiles are supposed to make you subscribe. And mind you, I've already shown this picture, and that's gonna be the thumbnail. I'm gonna change the thumbnail because as I'm looking for every time I'm gonna bring back to, and I'm gonna review my videos. Is I have a bunch of videos about how they try to make me uh, um, experience things and say that it's you when you were a child. You've seen this before. You've seen this distorted picture of me as a child around the time they say it was me. And there's I showed other pictures where it's when I'm even younger, right? Where they also say that's you when you were a child. And mind you, I'm in my mid 30s. So for them to try to get me to feel the stimulation and then sit down, you felt like that when you were a kid, so we just matched you to you used to be, right? Which is the title name, you used to be. Or you were. These people who do this peripheral type of tormenting, you understand? They do this peripheral type of torture and try to get you to accept this. And now they make me think of me as a kid and forcing me to have the stimulations of me as a child toward this baby. And I'm a grown adult man having to force to accept to experience these disgusting things toward babies. It's just so disgusting. And you feel like you have no control of like you have no control of your brain, like somebody's just playing you however they want. It's disgusting. And these people around you are supposed to get you to accept these things, right? I've played enough testimonial to say that these people have been doing this manipulation of the libido, but also using pedophilia type of tormenting systematically, and specifically said that So when you hear these people say, "Oh, there is," it's like you are trash. There is definitely a pattern of you guys using this pedophilia type of tormenting to break people down. I will not let them live the fantasy. You disgusting trash. For me to try to make me accept these disgusting things, I will never let them live the fantasy. Do you know, like in a prior video, I was talking about the sexual dream, then making me think of this same little girl that made me have this disturbing stimulation after the fact, so they can create more and more stuff, and they're like, oh, more. So yes, more on top of what you initially made me react, how you make me react initially when I was going to the elevator. And they're like, oh, what? They are delusional and they're disgusting trash, had to dumb themselves down. And I'm going to continuously put them down in different ways. As they put me down in this manipulative, disturbing, I'm just going to show them the mirror that you try to escape. They keep claiming they are war. What war are you in? You're lying trash. They're just bottom feeders. For me, it's hard to speak. Even as I'm speaking in this video, I feel myself just fighting to say a proper word that I want to say. And this trash keeps saying they're gonna watch me being tortured. Please do, please. I've been right all throughout my whole targeting. I knew they were trash. They were bottom feeders, and I keep being proud of being saying, "Oh, we trash," because you are trash, trash people. That's what you are. You are, and they use this low life using these voices and try to be like, it's you, no, it's you. It's like, of course I know what you're doing. You want me to accept this pedophilia disturbingness, and then say, oh, you felt like that when you were a baby. No, a baby, when you were like a kid, as I shown here, like that age. Remember, we matched it. Or maybe this, we matched it. Or maybe this, and you're like, you are nasty. Pay those. You sold your soul, and now you're here talking to yourself, and oh, we know him, it's you. And I'm like, listen, whatever's gonna happen to me, let's go. But for me, as a man, sorry, as an adult, because not even man and woman, because women are also getting this type of torment. As an adult, to try to rationalize this manipulation that is not obviously organically happening, and the rationality is, oh, you felt like that when you were a child. It's so illogical. It takes a level of childlike individuals or people who are putting themselves in a level of retardation that is so unbelievable. And they tell me how they, I was like, listen, I can't wait to see you guys. However, I'm going to see you guys. But that moment you see me in person, that's the moment you understand this thing is coming back to you. You're just the bottom feeders working for pedophiles. I understand why my torture is going to make you happy, because I continuously showed you what you are. Try to make me like it's so disgusting. It's just like it's so disgusting because organically you be, oh my god, this is so adorable. Now you're like, oh now I get these nasty feelings. It's just disgusting, and they know these things. Now I've shown enough validation in regard of, like, do they not do pedophilia type of torture? Do they not force people to get stimulation toward children, a program of perversion aimed toward children? Like how much? Those are the people who are matching, analyzing, and they want to do the stimulation. Like, oh, remember when you were a child? Well, I'm a grown adult. How retarded do you want me to be? I'm sorry for the language, because you bang on the door. You, who's in the program, who's renowned for doing the pedophile type of torture, forget about the fact that they torture children. By the way, they have no shame. And then you see them, and you see how happy they're happy when they say, oh, they're gonna be torturing you. Look at your trash ass. You work for a program that's renowned for this pedophilia type of tormenting, and you want me to be like, no, it's me when I was a child, and I know what you guys do to children. I'll never let them live the fantasy. And sometimes they bring me back, and like they talk about, oh, remember what you did as a kid. I'm like, listen, I know what you guys do to kids. They're like, now you pay for what you done as a child. I'm like, listen, I know what you guys do to children. I know. I know what you guys have done to children, and killing them slowly, as they say, keep dying. Because I know they do this to babies, slow death. Some of them think, so I'd rather be dying doing this than living doing what you do. A weak human being, from women and men, speaking in these ways try to sound menacing because they're calling others nothing, where these people are in a program that is forcing people to have these disturbing perceptions, while in the program that torture children. There's something. You're a freaking bottom feeder. I'd rather be nothing in this way than something like you. They call me your animal. Like, what are you then? To all my target individuals, these bottom feeders who work for agencies filled with pedophiles, who are calling us nothing, are here trying to make you accept these things and say, "Oh, that's you as a child. Oh, remember what you did as a child." In a program that is killing children, some of you target individuals have children and see what's happening to your children. I have the people here who try to delude themselves into their fantasy. I will never subscribe to it. I will never let them live their fantasy. And I know who I am as a person. And I will never subscribe to this stuff. For them to try to rationalize in this illogical way and bang on the doors and things as if like that you banging on the door, you honking over there, it's gonna make me be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, as a 30-some-year-old man, I should think of me when I'm in middle school and forget that you guys do the pedophilia type of tormenting and torture children. And on top of that, I should forget that you even manipulate my memories as me as a child. These people have no level. To them, it becomes even to the point where they're even manipulating my childhood memories to match it to what I'm experiencing today. Yeah, stupidity is that. There's layers of foulness. And they use these childlike people. I wish I could take pictures of all of them. Pedophiles, low life. And they keep telling themselves that they're not scared. Not even, this is people doing things behind the doors. Trash. And they're like, we're all scared. Did you see yourself? You don't even want to be seen. If you're courageous, man, what kind of courage is that? Bottom feeder. I'd rather be dying like this than being behind the door saying, oh, we're all scared, and then slam the door and go back. Oh, is it supposed to agitate me? Please live this life. Trash. So be strong. Because you could be living that life of just brave people, not scared. So all my target individuals, stay strong.